Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays City Skylines. We have restarted the clock here. We're good to go. We have... I don't want to say we have an issue going on in our run here, but we have a lack of ability to create goods at a couple of, well, a few high-density commercial areas here, which would seem to imply that we would desire to have some more industry. I don't know if it necessarily has to be heavy industry or what, but, for now... Oh, what's that? A building is burned down. Is there not quite enough fire support here? It's probably just a traffic-related issue. It wouldn't surprise me, at least. Our traffic... I just want to check out our landfills here. Or I should say our industrial or commercial production doesn't seem that deleterious to our overall city right now. Facility full. That's what I was hoping to find out. Oh, it's a cemetery that's full. Okay. What's next to it? I'm sorry, Holly residents, especially as your building quality is so good. I am going to break... maybe I'll break the Sheffield residents instead. And we're going to put down, like, an incinerator next to it. Not an incinerator, sorry, a crematorium. Always make that mistake. And hopefully the traffic's not so bad on this block that they can't get to where they need to go. Yeah, that hearse is driving okay. It's got it handled. You can really set the cemetery to empty? That's weird, man. Like, if you signed up to be buried instead of cremated, I think it's kind of shitty that they, you know, completely go back on that promise 10 years after you die. But I guess, you know, the world of the living is maybe a little bit more important than the world of the dead. Okay. You're not producing enough goods. I'm not sure if we can get around that by having more offices. It wouldn't seem like it. Like, I mean, I guess offices do produce goods in some ways, but maybe we actually are going to have to build a new, like, industrial area over here. The problem is, like, we've got intersecting problems here. The problem is that there's not going to be... I'm just going to zone some high-density commercial here because we can. If we zone industry over here, there's not going to be enough workers. Workers are going to have a really hard time getting to their job. Still, it's probably a smart idea. We've really mitigated our heavy industry. There's not very much of it left. It's over down there in the fish hook, which is, I guess, good enough to provide goods over here, but not over here. And the other problem is that we have too many educated workers. We only have 11% uneducated. So we're going to have to zone this in such a way. Maybe we can put, like, low-density residential next to industrial. It's going to be really bad for their health. I was going to say HP, but these are real people, goddammit. It's going to be really bad for their health, but it'll also be really cheap housing, which maybe is a little bit more affordable to uneducated workers. I'm not trying to take, like, a political stance here. I'm just trying to zone our city in such a way they can actually, you know, function appropriately here. In the meantime, we are still trying to get up to 50,000 here so we can build our wonderful airport down here in the airport district. I don't know how big an airport actually is. Is that a unique building, by the way, or is that transportation? I would assume that it would be transportation. And it is. I want to see how big it is in case we can actually zone industrial around our airport, because, like, it seems like that would be appropriate, but, you know what? Maybe we'll just try to build some industrial down here. We've got open space. Not necessarily a whole lot of it, but it is open space. Alright, let's look at how this would even work. Like, if we had, like, a block of industrial like this. Yeah, we got bulldozed buildings, whatever. Oh, empty landfills, okay. Is there a mod yet that allows the landfills just kind of, like, you know, empty and fill themselves? Or empty and unempty themselves? Operating normally, wait a second. I'm looking at the wrong building here. Where's our other facility? It's this one. It's emptying. 89% full. My mistake. I thought there were two facilities there. Okay. Let's look at this a little bit more closely. You have to be able to get to the industrial area from either the left lane or the right lane. Currently, if you're in the left lane, you just take this off-ramp. We would need to build, like, another one over across. That's going to be ugly as sin. In the right lane, you can just come across like that. But then you're going to have to find another way to get back onto the highway. For the right lane, we can just connect it to here. For the left lane, we can... We're gonna have to go way over the top, I think, because this is how it currently connects. How do you get out of the city into the left lane? This way. Yeah, okay. All right. I think it might be worth it. Let's try it out at the very least. I'll let my speed tick on like speed 1 or 2 here, just because we can, and we'll have some lanes with trees, maybe not so close to the train tracks. Try it like that. Okay. How are you going to get to Industrial Alley? Let's even build it out like a little larger. This is going to be just pure ass industrial here. How are you going to get to Industrial Alley? If you are in the right lane, you are going to get on the off-ramp. This is going to be ugly. Just get ready for it. You're going to be on the off-ramp, and you're going to take a very sharp turn down here, and then you'll be going that way. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. All right. That is a little bit of a scary intersection, but that's okay. So that's if you're in the right lane coming in. If you're in the left lane coming in, as of right now, you oh shit, did I mess this up? No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. I had my traffic backwards. If you're in this lane, normally when you come into this city, you use this road right here, so we can't do anything about that. Instead, we're gonna have to, like, drag you up and over here. This is gonna be a little expensive and hideous. It's going to be hideous. Get ready. There's like one tile where this works. There we go. And then just connect it over here to this off-ramp. Maybe with like a little bit less space if possible. I'd rather not have you turn, but whatever. Okay, there you go. Lovely. So that's how you'll get to the industrial area. It's beautiful. Now, how do you get out of this city? Well, that's an interesting question, isn't it? You could always take this off-ramp. Page down it here. Take this off-ramp, get out of the city. Find yourself in the proper lane there. Or you could come up and around. Oh, that's going in the wrong direction, but that's okay. It's not okay, but it's gonna have to be okay. Man, I like having money in this game, so we can basically do whatever we please. Even if it's a terrible decision. And I'm just gonna build this over top because it looks hilarious. And we'll just spread it out like that, and like, come on, I know you can turn around here and finish the job. There you go. Oh, that is a sexy intersection right there. Oh, that's... that is majestic. Alright, let's build some heavy industry down here. I'm pretty much just gonna... You know what, we can just click and drag. It's not... There's nothing else down here. It's not like we're gonna accidentally... mess this up. We might have to build in some residential around here. Or at least like a metro station or something. I can't wait to see if this area actually gets filled up. I would be amazed, and at the same time, a little proud, honestly. I would be a little proud to see this fill up. It's the ugliest highway intersection I've ever seen in my entire life. But I think it theoretically gets the job done. You know what? I wonder if we could also make just like a standard kind of 6-lane bridge. Oh, you had no power, right? That makes sense. If we could make like a standard 6-lane bridge over here. I wonder if we can do this like this, because I really don't want to take any more of our usable space. Let's try it like so. There we go. If I could make a 6-lane bridge that goes like boom, that would probably be a nice little connection. I'm just not sure if we actually can do that. It doesn't have to be one way. Let's try it. We're going to try to make this go up and over. I'm skeptical. No, definitely you don't want it to connect. Alright. It's very difficult to get this to work. What if we have like a... we can do like a curved road. I'm gonna put it on speed 1 for a second because this is getting ridiculous. What I'm concerned about, speed 1 and paused apparently. What I'm concerned about is that there's going to be a shortage of workers, and this area is going to go out of business, and then our whole plan is like completely shot, right? So instead, if we can provide our workers with perhaps an easier way to get to work, No, we want straight roads here. An easier way to get to work that could be good for us. Slope too steep. This is going to be a fantastic bridge. Get ready. Yeah, I mean, obviously that slope's too steep. That's fair. I can understand your criticisms and complaints. Maybe we'll have to build into the low-density commercial a little bit. There you go. There's one way for you to get to work, and then we should build it out in this other direction as well, basically doing exactly the same principle here. This is a very expensive, probably cost prohibitive. It's probably just a really bad idea, but if it makes it functional, by all means, right? So we have to build it out like that, and then curve it back like this. Now it's gonna touch the bridge, huh? Can we build it over the bridge? Not really. What if we built a this is so hideous. What if we built a straight road like this? No, it's gonna hit that. Tricky. I don't understand slope too steep here. There's no slope at all. I'm telling you, this is gonna work. We're gonna have to take a little bit of extra time to figure it out, but it's gonna work. We might have to turn this into a 4-lane highway. In fact, we might have to just bulldoze this area and build a 6-lane bridge up this way. This is probably much more viable. Space already occupied. By what? By the road? That strikes me as pretty big and rich. There we go. That's as low as we can get here. No, we had it. There we go. And then just connect. Slope too steep. Space already occupied. Slope too steep. Slope too steep? Alright, we'll tell you what. We'll build it back a little bit. And then down. This road, man. Space already occupied by what? What is this building? Why can't we bulldoze this building? High school. Relocate. Sorry to do it. But these people need a way to get to work. Space already occupied, but I don't get it. Space already occupied. Oh, there we go. Okay. What a beautiful creature we've created here. A sprawling leviathan. A monument to our progress. Look at it! Gaze upon my works, ye almighty, in despair. I don't know what to say about this. I'm quite ashamed by this just goddamn disaster. I can't wait to see when traffic reroutes. Where do you live? Oh, in Clusterfuck Bridge District? It's quite nice this time of year, actually. Are workers actually getting to work here? Oh, look at... Did you see that car? It did like a 3-point turn to get on the highway. That's a bad sign, I think, for our personal tastes here. We're gonna need to throw down like a little bit of that, and probably like a police station wouldn't hurt. And we can get away on the cheap with just a medical clinic, probably. And I think that this will satisfy our industrial demand, maybe allow the businesses over here to actually, you know, create things, which is a good sign. Lovely. We are still looking to get to 50,000. I'm hoping that this is going to, I don't want to say expedite the process, but you know what I mean. Hoping that it's going to make it doable. See, you're still having problems with industrial. What I'm hoping, see, this is what I expected would happen here. Do you hear? Oh my god, what is that sound? God, wait, Twitch! I'm not ready for that yet, Twitch. Now's not the time. It just played an ad for me on somebody's stream. Hope I don't get a content ID match there. It was just in the background. It's not like I'm watching a Twitch stream while recording a video here. That's just ridiculous. Is there high-density residential here? Sort of. I wonder if we made, like, the world's worst footpath, if people would actually use it. You want to try it? I want to try it. So we'll start, like, over here. And just build it up and over the highway. Just your standard overpass. What do you mean it doesn't get higher than this? Oh, it'll do it. It'll do it. We're just gonna, yeah, walk yourself onto the on-ramp. Very, very simple. Is there like a little sidewalk in between these buildings? We'll see if people walk to work. I'm skeptical. But I really like the idea that this area just keeps getting more and more effed up. If anybody walks on this to work, you get to be mayor for a day, by the way. See, there's sidewalks. Oh, I saw some people walking. They were considering it. Still worker problems? Yeah, these places are going to go out of business soon unless we get more people living here. So I'll tell you what, we'll do what we do, and we'll D-zone a little bit of industrial. And we could put parks there, which would probably be nice for people. But we'll replace it with like a little high-density commercial, and then we'll replace this industrial with some high-density residential. And this is probably going to cause a lot of traffic problems, but I kind of don't care as long as this new district is somewhat sustainable. And I'm hoping that, you know, we get that trickle-up effect and the industry actually allows these businesses to create more goods. Otherwise, I'm going to have to zone industry over here, which I don't really want to do. It seems like more of a fit to have industry near the airport where all the freight's going to be coming in. You know, pretty much every airport I've ever been to has been far away from, like, the downtown core of the city. I'm trying to think. There's probably some that are not. Like Pearson Airport's in Mississauga, not really downtown Toronto. Vancouver Airport's in Richmond, not downtown Vancouver. Yeah, you usually have to take, like, public transit into the city. Seems like a fit for me. Are we actually getting some high-density residential building there? Okay, nice. Hopefully this mitigates the problem. People are using my fucked up bridges, and that makes me very angry, because you should have more self-respect than that. We're still gaining a decent amount of people, though. Oh, we had some businesses, I think, that actually were able to create goods. Or maybe the businesses that weren't able to create goods went out of business. So it's possible that I have not solved my conundrum yet. But it's possible I have, baby. Still some dead bodies happening over here. You have good coverage, though, with... you know what? We could use, like, another crematorium. I feel like I have, like, unlimited money cheats on right now or something like that, but it's really just we're making decent money. Our city is, I don't want to say self-sustaining, but, you know, it runs at a relative equilibrium, which is nice, and a couple of dead bodies. Are we having water pollution problems? Doesn't really appear so. It's actually a lot better than it used to be. I wonder if this poop will ever dissipate, though. I feel like I've got, like, I used to be bad. I was, like, low beginner. Now I'm, like, medium beginner. I can actually build a city that somewhat functions. I understand the interactions in here. I'll tell you what, we'll do, like, a very simple bus line. It counts as a service as well, which makes people, like, more likely to live here. It's not the most convenient bus line. You know, you gotta go, like, through the entire city here to get to work if you're going in the wrong direction. But hey, look, people are not complaining about not having workers anymore. And the land value skyrocketing. What a great sound. What a great city. I'd think I'm dreaming if I didn't know otherwise. What do you think? Do you think we can build, like, one more grid out here? Or, I'll tell you what, we still have good residential demand. Let's continue dezoning in the area around our low-density commercial. Or, sorry, high-density commercial. And we'll rezone it as high-density residential. I think with our existing plots, we can probably get to 50,000. I mean, I know we definitely can, because we have a sprawling city right now. That does not need to be a sprawling city, like, just dezone. It's risky because you lose a lot of population in the process here, but we'll dezone entire city blocks just to fit it here. And we'll just do a couple blocks at a time, but, you know, every time we dezone low density and make it high density, we probably gain, like, a few thousand people per block. Theoretically, at least. At least a few hundred people per block. Sometimes I'm not great with estimates. You know, I'm starting to think that we should just throw, like, one industrial block here. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. I don't think this is going to cause pollution, and I don't think industry is going to be snobby about being here. And to be honest with you, I probably wasn't going to use the space here anyway. So I think that having, like, one industrial block might allow our commercial industries there to actually be able to produce goods, solving our problem there. Pollution's not going to be that close, and we can actually make, like, the world's shittiest ramp here for them to take. and district this as something else, and just make it so that our industry basically only uses this tiny area, like this fucking service road here, so that they aren't coming in Birdsong Heights. Theoretically. Oh, we still got some businesses that don't have enough people, huh? I'm gonna put it on speed 1 for now while I design this. I'm actually getting really into designing these intersections, which is hilarious because they're mostly terrible. Like the ones that I'm drawing are mostly terrible. What direction are you driving on? I can't move my camera over there. I can't tell which... Oh, okay, so you're coming this way, so these guys are going this way. Alright. Easy mode. There's an on-ramp like so. This is a 2-lane road. So if you want an off-ramp, we'll just have this go... Take like as much space on the side as possible, because we don't have much room once we actually get over there. What do you mean? What do you mean the bank's all out of money? Space already occupied by the train tracks, huh? Okay, I'll tell you what. Page up a little. Slope too steep. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to make a pretty sharp right to get off the highway here. Or, sorry, out of the district. But that's alright. So this is, this doesn't make any sense. I've got to bulldoze this. Why? Because that was, I made like an on-ramp on an off-ramp, which makes no sense. So let's do it basically in reverse here. I'm an idiot sometimes, I apologize. So then instead it's gonna go, it's basically gonna be the same road but in reverse. It's gonna cross over. Like so. And then if we could just merge it with the existing on-ramp, that would be fine. There you go. No problems whatsoever there. Those are both coming in. Yeah, okay. So there's 2 on-ramps. Now we need off-ramps. So let's just make this one go in, you're gonna be in the right side, right? So you should probably just go like this and then over. I want to make sure they don't have to change lanes in order to get like out of the city here. I would like it if you kind of like, maybe if you went over the landfill. I don't mind spending the extra money on it. What do you mean slope? What do you mean slope too steep? I disagree. I think we can do this, honestly. Come on. Come on. I guess we gotta... I don't want to take up too much space, though, Mom. So let's try this. The problem is that, like, every time you touch it, it fucking bends. Space already occupied. Alright, build over it, then come down. Oh, Jesus, what have I done? Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll do this side first. We'll do... Oh, it's gonna build over the freaking train tracks, man! Alright, well, what about, No, you don't make the curve any wider. Just make it a straight road! You don't need to... Oh... Good Lord. Oh, no. Alright, there you go. You got a straight road. And now... Oh my god, it might work. It's gonna work. Alright, beautiful. Mind the trains. So this allows... That's an off-ramp in this direction. And then what if you want to get on the freaking... the other way... We can just do the simple thing and try it like... That's the off-ramp. Try it like this. Build from like here down. Don't tell me the space is already occupied. This is well above the previous highway situation here. You telling me you can't slope too steep? It's like a 2-degree angle. Space already You build like right over the freaking train tracks. You got no problem with this though. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, not mad. Not mad yet. Anyway, space already occupied. Are we gonna have to build like our own separate on-ramp for this? If so, I'm not gonna be happy. Maybe we'll just have no off-ramp for this area. I can already see the comments here. NL, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it's gonna work. There you go. It's the most beautiful district I've ever seen. And then, well, it's the most beautiful interchange I've ever seen, that's for sure. And we'll, no water, huh? Big fucking baby, always complaining about not having the essential life giver. Okay, we'll zone this shit. Or district this shit. And then we'll say, in Walnut Park, there is absolutely 100% no gosh darn heavy traffic. We don't have heavy industry there. Just take this is the only area in which you can use... Don't tell me there's no water here. I see the water. It's going through the pipes. The water... Oh, I got it on pause, probably. The water's getting there. So, heavy traffic should only use, like, these 3 roads here. And that should allow these commercial businesses to flourish a little bit. That's my hope, anyway. Do I have it zoned? Yeah, so you can use these 2 roads. That's fine. I think that this is acceptable. Why'd you go out of business? Not enough workers? It's possible that I've just got the equilibrium slightly off. I've got, like, too many industries. Like, 1 block too many industries. I gotta admit, seeing that people are actually using these intersections is blowing my mind. I want to... Yeah? Alright. People are using them all, man. Oh, we got some issues with death here. Is that a pollution thing or a health thing? Health is 87. 6 citizens 4. So it must be like a traffic-related issue with hearses or crematoriums. But I put a crematorium super close by. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a cemetery as well. Just more hearses on the road. My health budget's already at like 150%, I think. What happened now? A building is burned down. Well, that's like a lot of buildings that have burned down. Do we not have a fire department in this area? Or have I just been lax about taking care of that stuff? We have a fire department right there. Well, you know, it's fairly cheap to build another one. There you go. You got huge fire coverage now. Still occasionally 6 citizens. But we're still, we're marching towards 50,000 here. I think we're going to be able to do it by gradually redistricting this. Not quite as much, like, there's no real reason for me to build more high-density residential right now. How do you not have water? You have water! Is there, like, a little, like, 1-tile thin area there? Or no, the water's just not quite reaching you. That's okay. How does the water flow in this area? Oh, it flows down, so we should definitely put one of these, like, right here. And that should solve the problem. Once he gets power. Pretty relevant, I'll admit. Good, okay. Not enough workers, really? Couldn't, you know, metro station or a bus route wouldn't hurt. Buses cause traffic. I mean, they also reduce traffic, but they do cause traffic as well. I'm thinking maybe we'll just have, like, we have a bus stop, like, right here. So I'm gonna, like, create a new line up here, but it's going to interact with earlier stops. And then it's gonna come back around this way. That way there's a transfer. Like, I'm not a good transportation engineer or anything like that, but there being a transfer seems like a smart idea in order to make sure that we can, like, maximize our actual efficiency here, I'm hoping. Hopefully these industrial businesses don't go out of business. That would be poor form for me. Still a little bit of unused residential space, but there's a lot of residential demand as well. Oh, there we go. Some more buildings going up. Let's rezone this. Yeah, that seems fair. Rezone this as high density. There we go. And I think we're getting very, very close to our 50,000 level here. And we're making a lot of money again in the process. What is this, low land value? Who's complaining about low land value? You live in like a 1 like a bungalow on the corner of a busy street. You want like a high land value? Let's put some freaking trees next to you. Oh, that was a fast half hour. Maybe because I accomplished nothing. I don't know if trees actually raise land value, but if nobody else is building there, well, you know, throw some trees on it. Well, we can build more services or something over there. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll be back in the next time, hopefully to hit 50,000. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.